Hello, congratulations on the purchase of your Stratus. My name is Russ. I'm going to do an orientation video with you today. Along with this email are a couple maintenance video links. I do encourage you to watch those as well. We'll get started with your orientation video right here in the front with your tongue jack. You do have electric tongue jack, so up and down with this button here, and then you have a light right there. If this were to fail for any reason, you can remove this cap. There's a tool in the front compartment you can manually crank this up or down with. You do have two 20-pound propane tanks. Your regulator is right here, so this is pointing towards the tank that you're using. So if this tank were to go empty, just give that a turn. Open your valve. You can use this tank while you fill that one. Your battery is right here. You can always add a second battery if you want to. Right behind your battery is your battery disconnect. So if you were to turn this, that will shut all 12 volt off to your camper. So you want to make sure you have it in the on position, and it does tell you which one's on and off. It's probably hard to see in the video, but that's green, and then you turn it, there's a red, so that's off. But you do need to have that turned on if you want to charge your battery. So anytime you're connected with shore power or your 7-way through your vehicle, you do want to make sure that's on so you can charge your battery up. You do have a light right up there as well. Pass-through storage, 30 amp power cord. Here's the tool for that tongue jack. Your doors are held up with magnets. Nice feature there. Right here, this is your freshwater connection. So if you are rustic camping, you're going to fill your freshwater tank here, and then you're going to turn your water pump on. So the water pump is going to draw the water from your freshwater tank, creating pressure throughout your lines. If you are full hookup camping, you have your city water connection. So you're just going to hook a hose up to here, turn that hose on, you're going to have water pressure from that hose going throughout your camper. So you will not use your water pump when you're connected to city water, only when you're using your freshwater tank. If you need to empty your freshwater tank, you do have a drain right down here. So just open that valve and it will drain your freshwater tank. And you have stabilizer jacks on all four corners. Those are used just for stabilizing, not for leveling. You want to level using your tires. Whichever side is lower, you're going to put blocks under that side, and then use your tongue jack to level the other way. Once you're level, put those stabilizers down. It's going to help keep it from bouncing around while you walk inside. Refrigerator vents right here. Nothing you really have to do with those. Right here's where your 30 amp power cord will hook up. I do encourage you to use a 30 amp surge guard while you're plugged in at the parks. You do have surges going throughout the parks. That's going to help protect your camper. Outdoor shower, hot and cold water with a shower wand in there. This is a black tank flush. I'll go over that in just a minute. Right down here, this is your wastewater. So you're going to take the cap off, put your wastewater hose on there, and then you're going to pull this black handle first. That is your toilet. Once that's empty, you're going to pull this gray handle. That gray is your dirty sink and shower. That's going to help wash the black out of your hose. So pull that black, let it empty, then pull that gray. Once they're both empty, close the gray one, leave the black one open, hook a hose up to your black tank flush, turn it on. It's like an upside down sprinkler system, and your black tank's going to help clean it out. So let that run for a few minutes, then disconnect that hose, close your black handle, and put your cap back on. You're all done with that. Once you're done with your wastewater, you can store your hose right in your bumper here. So take the cap off, slide your hose in there, and put the cap back on. This is an input for cable or satellite. Some parks have cable service. License plate will go there. You do have your back rack here and your ladder. So your ladder is going to swing up out of the way. And then you can put your back rack down. Just remove the pins on both sides. Put the rack down, and then put the pins back in. Once that's down, then you can put this down, and your ladder will hook right into here on both sides there. You are pre-wired for an observation or backup camera, so that's where that would go if you were to purchase one of those. And then back here you also have low point drains. So that red and blue lines, that's the lowest point in your water system. So if you want to empty the water out of your lines inside, just open those valves and it will drain out from there. Right here is your water heater. Your water heater is gas or electric. And you have an anode rod here. This is your plug, but if you're not familiar with the anode rod, you have a metal tank, so instead of your tank corroding, this is going to corrode instead. So over time, this is going to get eaten away. You have to replace this after about 2 or 3 years. But when you're ready to use your water heater, you're going to put your anode rod right in here, tighten it up, and now you're ready to fill your water heater. This is winterized right now, so before you use it, you're going to want to hook your hose up to your city water connection, turn it on, go through every faucet, anywhere that runs water in the camper. So your outdoor shower, your toilet, sink, indoor shower. Run each faucet one at a time until all the antifreeze is out. Once all the antifreeze is out, make sure your plug is in. And then you're going to go to the back side of your water heater, which is going to be right inside the closet here. So behind this panel, just remove these 2 screws. This panel removes. You'll see the back of your water heater. There are 2 valves on the back of your water heater. They turn a quarter turn only. They can only turn one way, so just turn those and then your water heater will start filling up. You want to make sure your water heater is full before you turn it on. You can do that by pulling on this relief valve right here, and as long as you get water coming out, you know it's full. You can also turn the hot side on any sink, and as long as you get solid stream of water, you know it's full, because otherwise you're going to get air coming out. It's going to spitter and sputter, and then you'll get a solid stream of water. You do have a switch out here. You need to have that turned on for your electric to work. And then inside the coach there's a switch for gas and a switch for electric. So you do need to have this switch on and the switch inside that says electric for the electric to work. This is automatic ignite, so all you have to do is make sure there's water in it and then flip the switch and it will start heating up for you. If you need to drain your water heater, just pull the anode rod out and it will drain right from here. You do have solid steps on here. Your solid steps, you just want to make sure your door is all the way open before you bring your steps in or out, because this right here will hit your screen door and damage your door. These just lift up, go into the door frame, snap right into place there. So on both sides. If you need to adjust the legs at all, there are pins on both sides. You can remove those pins, adjust the legs where they need to go, and put the pins back in. And then to bring the stairs down, just lift up on the yellow handle here and then bring them down. When you bring your stairs down the first time, or if you adjust the legs, you want to make sure that your steps are as flush to your threshold as you can get, because otherwise, if it's too high, if it's raised up too much, your screen door is going to end up hitting right on here, and you can damage your door doing that as well, and your door's not going to close properly. Most important part of the camper, your bottle opener. You do have a light above the door there, electric awning, so a button inside to bring that in and out. A couple outdoor speakers. This is the vent that's over your stove, so if you use the fan on your stove, make sure this flap right here is open. That way it can vent outside. If you're not going to use that, then just snap this closed, and that will keep the bugs out. You do have a output for cable or satellite or regular TV. A couple plugs. This is your furnace vent. You want to make sure you don't block that. And also, if you are running your furnace, try not to put anything in front of here that could melt. Even a plastic table right here could melt that table, so be careful of that. Then over on this side, you have a light in here. It's a motion light, or if you turn the switch on the top the other way, it's just on all the time. And you also have a switch right here. This switch will turn these blue lights on down at the bottom. And you are solar ready, so if you have a portable solar panel, just plug it in here and it will trickle charge your battery. Looks like that is everything on the outside, so we will head inside next. Alright, so inside the camper here, you do have your nice big closet. Another one of those motion lights. Light just above the door there. Fire extinguisher by the door. Then you have your bathroom. So inside your bathroom you have your porcelain toilet, foot pedal flush. Halfway down will bring water in, all the way down will flush it. Just above here you have your vent with your fan. So just crank this open, turn your fan on right here. Be sure that you close this before you travel, or if it's going to rain. Your shower for travel, you do have this latch right here. So make sure that's secured. And then shower's pretty self-explanatory, hot and cold water. GFI reset here. Just inside your door you have your light switch. And then over here you have your control panel. So you're going to have water pump. So if you use that fresh water tank, just turn your water pump on. And then you have your water heater, gas, or electric. So if you do run the electric, just make sure the switch is on outside on the water heater and the switch is on. For gas, you just need to push this one and it's going to light up on its own. And then you can check your tank levels and your battery. So just push on the button. So battery's full. You have your fresh black and gray. So as your tanks fill, these lights will light up. So that is the bathroom. Just outside your bathroom door, you have your carbon monoxide and LP detector. As long as that green light's on, you're good to go there. Thermostat is here, so you can choose between air, fan, off, or heat, your fan speeds, and then your temperature controls right here. This is for your slide out, shows in and out. So if I want to bring that in, just hold the button down. Slide out will come in. If I want to go out, same thing. You'll hear that noise, that you know it's all the way out. So you do need to keep your finger down on the button the whole time until it's all the way in or all the way out. Same with your awning, in and out with that. So if you take it out, your awning does not stop automatically when it gets all the way out. So you do want to watch for that valance to fall, the material at the end of the awning. Once that falls, just let go of the button. Keep it held down. Your awning's going to keep winding. It's going to end up winding back towards the camper with your awning upside down. So you could stretch your awning out. Just be careful of that. So pay attention when you take your awning out. Light switches. These are all light switches inside and outside. Breakers and fuses. So you have regular car style fuses. If a fuse goes out, an LED light will light up next to the bad one, so you can quickly identify it. But they are labeled as well. And then your breakers are here. You can see the light through the window there. Refrigerator is gas or electric. So this is auto mode right here. So as long as it's on auto mode, it's going to run off electricity if it can find it. It will always default to electric. If it cannot find electricity, it'll switch to propane automatically. Or you can push on the mode button, have electric only, or propane only. Most people just leave it on auto and let it do its thing. Right here is for your temperature control. 5 snowflakes is the coldest. You have your U-shaped dinette, storage underneath. There's some blue lights under there as well. So you can make this into a bed. Just remove this tabletop. Just pops right off of the leg. The leg pulls out of the floor. Move the leg out of the way. And then you can put the tabletop on these ledges here. And then fill the void in with the cushions and you have a bed there. Light switch here. You have push button lights here. You can have a TV in this room. So your hookups are here. You can mount a TV, just find the right spot. Use a stud finder. And then your bed. You lift up on your bed, you have some storage underneath. Your light switches here. So you have some blue lights up there and then that light there. And then those ones are push button. You do have USB charging ports and plugs at the head of the bed there. Another vent up here, so be sure that's closed as well before you travel. Your TV. Behind your TV where your hookups are, you have this green light. There's a button right next to it. Turns that light on and off. That is your antenna booster. You do need to have this turned on if you want local channels through your antenna. But if you're hooked up to cable or satellite, just have that turned off. And your TV does swivel out, in and out. Right up here is your stereo. This is a CD player, DVD player. It is Bluetooth. Indoor and outdoor speakers. Turn it on here. So you have zone 1 and 2. It shows they're both on. So just push the 1 or 2 to turn them on and off. 1 is inside and 2 will be outside. So you can play DVDs through this TV right there. Standard turntable microwave. And here's your fan button. Make sure that vent is open on the outside if you want to vent outside. You have a light right here as well. Stove top, you have this glass cover so you have extra counter space if you need it. Otherwise, fold this up. Now you have a backsplash and you can turn your stove top on. So just put it on the flame and then turn your igniter however many times it takes for it to light up. This turns to the right only. If you turn that to the left, you can break it. Your oven works the same way, except you're going to put it on the flame and then hold this button in while you're turning the igniter. So turn the igniter till your pilot light lights up. Once it's lit, let go of that button and put it on your temperature. This is the button for your lights there. Don't forget to put this down because this will break in transit. Furnace is right there, so that's your intake. All the vents on the floor are for your furnace. Any vents in the ceiling are going to be for your air conditioner. You can open your air conditioner up at the ends and it'll dump the air straight down. Otherwise, you close them up and you have more pressure through your vents. There are filters in here you can take out, clean, and reuse if you need to. And then your keys are on your sink. That's where they'll be when you pick up. Another plug right up there. And it looks like that is everything in here. Yep, looks like it. So hopefully this video helps. If you have any questions when you come pick up, let us know. We'll be happy to answer them. Otherwise, if you have troubles along the way, call our service department. They're really good at talking people through things. We do appreciate your business. Thank you for purchasing it at TerryTown, and congratulations.